All right, Picassos. You know what I found is really good for grief? Playing lots of Sims, and watching Sims, and recording Sims, and talking about Sims, and here we are. That's why I'm here. So let's talk about what the hell I did today. All right. I actually love painting in real life, so I make pretty much every Sim paint every single time. I think the paintings they make are really cool, especially when they get into a higher level of painting skill. And yeah, small things amuse me. It's true. But the paintings in Sims 4 amuse me. I like them. So I made a Sim who was going to spend all day, every day, painting. I also made one of the things that she really likes painting and her aspiration painting and everything like that. So even when she was bored or didn't have anything else to do, she would just paint. So even when I wasn't having her paint, she was painting all the time. That helped at first until she started painting the same pieces over and over and over, which defeats the purpose of the challenge that I'm doing. Now to the reason I'm doing the challenge, I think that's just obvious. I wanted to see all the paintings. I could have just looked them up, but I wanted my Sim to paint them all and I wanted to see them and I thought it'd be cool. So here we are painting every painting. Not having a social life, not having a job, just painting. Like I said, I gave her an aspiration. I gave her a painting aspiration, and that was a bad idea. Not that you can not give a Sim an aspiration, but I focused too much on the fact that her aspiration was a painting aspiration. I've never completed the painting aspiration, so I was like, oh, 2 birds, right? No. Instead, I focused entirely too much on her aspiration. I just wanted to complete it, so I wasn't paying attention to painting different paintings. So I let her repeat paintings so that she could max her skill and paint masterpieces or paint while inspired or whatever it was, instead of just trying to paint all the different paintings. You need to stop saying paint. Is there another word for it? No. I guess we have to move on. So after a while, I did realize that I wasn't focusing so much on the challenge, which is kind of there to break me out of my gameplay, and instead I was just not even remembering that I was doing it. So eventually I remembered, and I took reward points from all of the things I did for her aspiration. She had a lot of reward points at that point, so I used them to just make her like never hungry or whatever, so we could just knock out as many paintings as possible. So believe it or not, I had no plan for any of her paintings. So eventually I ran out of wall space. Her house was too tiny for all the paintings she was painting. They were just sitting in her inventory. So I was like, let's get a big building, an art gallery, right? Put all her paintings up. It'll be a lot easier to see them in the end anyway. Originally I just wanted a building, but I very quickly changed my mind and I built an actual gallery, which I used once or twice. And then she still had too many paintings. So I just plopped down a giant building in Newcrest, completely empty building. I did eventually sort of decorate it, because of course I did. But I just needed giant walls to display all her paintings. I actually do have a speed build of the original art gallery if you want to see it. I'll link it down below. It's up on my channel. Check it out. I'm actually somewhat proud of it. A little proud of it, just a little bit though. I did have to make it like a museum, I think, which is why you'll see like random decor there. You're like, why is this random statue here if it's an art gallery? It's because I had to make it a museum so that way she could just drop off paintings, because if I made it a residential lot, she wouldn't be able to go into the building. So by the end of the gameplay, I was getting the same paintings over and over again, and I know for a fact that there are more paintings in The Sims 4, but I was hitting the end for myself. I couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't keep having her paint. What's that? Oh, just me adding Mila Munch to my household to get her to take pictures of my Sim, because I wanted a photo shoot. I do that sometimes for some of my Sims, especially when I want pictures of all of my Sims. I just add someone to my household and they become my photographer, and then they move out. And here we are at the official opening of my Sims art gallery. Let's walk in and see, oh, look at that. Famous now. At the art gallery opening, she's got an entire wall dedicated to her. Look at her, she's a famous painter. So I'm sure you know this, but when you click on an easel, you get different types of paintings that you can paint. So I separated them in the art gallery based on type. So when you first walk in, you get all of the classic paintings. The next wall is all the emotion paintings. So if your Sim's like angry or sad or flirty, they can and paint. Over here are surrealistic paintings. So of course, right across from that, I had to put realistic paintings. This wall is abstract paintings. Across from that is pop art paintings. And last but very much not least are the impressionist paintings. I would just like to take a very brief moment to showcase my Admiral Squirrel. I have loved this painting for a very long time. Since the moment Sims 4 came out, I'm gonna show you something. It is slightly embarrassing, okay? Hang on. So this is the Admiral Squirrel. I made it for my, at the time, boyfriend because I thought it was a very weird, obscure gift. I was sure he didn't have it already, but I knew where he would know the reference from. So I didn't even tell him where it was from. I just gave it to him and showed him, and he immediately knew it was from Sims 4. I painted this in 2016. It's not painted very well, but I display it proudly. Right now it's on that wall, but in other places I've had it completely just out in the living room, and it's weird enough that everyone always asks questions about it, except those who already know, in which case they know. Most people ask about it though. Anyway, I like it because it's a conversation piece, and I think it's cute. Anyway, I painted it like 6 years ago and I still love it, and my sim recently painted it, so we both love it. So let me show you some of my other favorite paintings. So I love all the portraits, but this tiny little sketch is probably my favorite for some reason. The gnome by the waterfall is cool. I like that one. I would love to try to recreate that one. The angry painting of a shark, that one's pretty cool. I like that one. I put that in my beach house build. I am obsessed with some of these realism paintings. I love the portrait, the beach, the mountain. Oh, I love it. This UFO one is super cool. I like that. And these eyeballs. The eyeballs are good. They're good. And then my absolute favorite from this category is this one. Look at it. It's so good. I think my least favorite types of paintings in The Sims 4 were the abstract ones. I don't know why. And I say specifically in The Sims 4 because I'm not saying I don't like abstract paintings, but I think my least favorite of my Sims paintings happen to be the abstract ones. I liked the cat paintings though. I liked the cat ones. I thought this pop art pig was pretty cute. I kind of want that in my room. I liked this guy. Who is that guy? Now here we go. My favorite category, which was the impressionist paintings. Right off the bat with this cat and dog wearing the Van Gogh hat. Oh my God. Perfect. I want to do that, but replace the dog with my dog and the cat with my cat. Should I do that? I love the beautiful lighthouse. I love the Starry Night reference. I love basically all the house paintings. Every painting with a house in it I like for some reason. The cute parrots. That was one of the first ones that I painted where I was like, whoa, I haven't seen this one before. Because some of them I had seen before. Oh, I'm obsessed with this sim. I was so happy for her. Is that weird? You don't have to answer. I know it's weird, but I was having a lot of fun painting, and it was fun. It was fun. It was a good time. All right, I will have another video up in just a couple days. I have a few speed builds up on my channel if you want to check them out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.